Alright guys, so the 3-4 even formation is phenomenal as a base defense. The downside to 3-4 even is that there's two tells that really, if once this defense becomes popular, which it will, it's starting to already, you will notice that a lot of people are going to be able to pick up the standard base setups that we broke down already. So what we're doing is we're countering that concept. So people that are simply just going to line shift to the side of the guy we move out, we're going to have a counter for that. And we're also going to have a counter for the people that go under center to pick up the beget from the right. And in this video, we're going to focus on that one first. We're going to show you how to get the under center defensive end beget pressure on the left side of the field. We are using a specific play, however, it is a cover 2, so it is a phenomenal base defense. The thing we really like about this setup, and this is something that Lights found, is you can run this against everything. You can run this against pistol, shotgun, under center. This is the true definition of a base blitz. Now, there are ways to pick this blitz up, however, it is not easy, nor is it very consistent. So, we're going to go ahead, we'll get into the setup, the depth chart, all that good stuff now. As you see, though, we are running the formation flipped, and what we're getting is defensive end beget pressure from the left. Now, by looking at this, it does kind of look fluky. You see that he kind of just splits the tackle and the guard. They both kind of get their hands on him and just push him through. This is going to happen more times than not, and it's due to the defensive end's blitz angle. So you'll see that he just comes in free. A lot of the times what will happen is the outside linebacker on the left will come free as well, as you see here. What they're doing is they're essentially trying to pass off the blitzer to each other, and they're just letting the guy come in free. It is probably the dumbest blitz I've seen in this game. Typically blitzes either come in free or they don't. This one, for whatever reason, gets pushed free through the offensive line. It's like this, I don't know. They fixed the offensive line. They made the offensive line smart this year. However, this blitz in particular takes complete advantage of the new blocking scheme. So you see that they kind of just let this guy come in free and then quick, easy pressure. So now into the actual setup and the depth chart. So one thing I wanted to note on with the 3-4 even is that the play outside linebacker strike 2, the one we're calling, it does have to be called flipped. The problem with this is that it's difficult to tell. You have both outside linebackers blitzing, all three defensive linemen on screen have the same kind of blitz angle. The only real tell is the middle linebackers, which are slightly different. Still kind of difficult to tell if it's flipped or not. One thing to focus on when doing this is to look at the plays above it and below it. In this case, I have cover 2 and cover 2 sync. You see that the outside linebacker is on the left that is blitzing. To flip it, simply make sure that guy is on the right. That is the quick and easiest way to tell whether or not this blitz is flipped. I know I personally struggle with the 4-6 one as well, because the standard cover 3 looks the same to me. The cover 2 invert looks the same. It's very difficult to tell whether or not a play is flipped in certain formations, certain plays. So that's my little tip on that. Now we'll get into the depth chart. So 3-4 even, we've already broken down pressure from the right side. Obviously, you want that defensive end to be fast. We do, for this one, also want the defensive end on the left to be fast. And that's because he's the guy that's coming free. So outside linebackers, you want those two guys to be people that are going to shed blocks. Not necessarily your fastest linebackers, but people that are going to set the edge, so to speak. Defensive tackle will just be a space eater. Doesn't really matter. But if you don't have people that can block shed on the outside linebackers positions, you can get ran on. So just wanted to make note of that. So now we're going to get into the actual setup. Potentially. Once my controller plugs back in. So here we go. We're going to come out under center again, if I don't come out in a play action play. So we're going to base the line, blitz the linebacker on the left, shift the D-line to the right, and then we're going to move this outside linebacker out until his angle changes. After that, we're going to spy the defensive end on the right, and we're going to play on this middle linebacker on the right as well. So you see you have a 4-man rush, and what will happen, what should happen is your outside linebacker or defensive end that is on the left should come in free. Now, I think the reason it didn't was because I came out in a play action play and then I audibled out of it. So we're going to try this again out of a different play. Let's see. So base, end of the quarter. We'll try this again. We're blitzing the outside linebacker, moving him out, shifting the D-line to the right, spying the defensive end, and we're holding left trigger on this middle linebacker. When you do that, you see that the pressure comes in smooth from the left. So there you go, there's that. Now we're going to show it against shotgun after this instant replay. So you see in this case, the left guard went to double team, the left tackle saw the outside linebacker on the left first, and the DN pressure comes in smooth. So, nice, quick, easy pressure on the quarterback. Now we're going to go to shotgun. Go to trio. Trio is a popular formation. And the setup's going to be the exact same. So we're just base aligning, blitzing the outside linebacker, moving him out, shifting the D-line, spying the defensive end on the right, and that's it. One thing you can do is you can QB contain feature if you want. It doesn't mess up the blitz hardly at all. Sometimes what will happen is the outside linebacker will come free, but for the most part it should stay the same. We are holding left trigger with this middle linebacker on the right, and you get the quick D and B gap pressure. So now we're bringing the same blitz, and it's coming free versus everything. You've got single back, you've got shotgun, you've got pistol. I don't know if I have any pistol plays, not in New England. So we'll go ahead, we'll just show another shotgun play. This time with Seattle on defense. And setup is, as I mentioned, moving the guy out after you blitz him, shifting the D-line, spying the right of screen defensive end, and then you're going to hold left trigger. Now that got all jacked up because I picked up the defensive tackle and reset him, but we're going to go ahead, we'll show it again, and then we'll be done with this video. So, moving dude out, shifting D-line, spying, all that jazz, hold left trigger, D and B gap pressure. That is the first of the 2 advanced videos. That is going to counter the ability for your opponent to go under center, and we hope you guys enjoy.